Young people are the future of racing, and if you told me I'd end up having my own company for 12 years, 15, 20 years ago, I would have laughed at you. There are so many opportunities in racing, and I think there are two sides to the thoroughbred industry. There are firstly the animal, and we're all in love with the animal. The part I didn't realise, which would be so important, which is now, is the camaraderie and the people that you meet. I've met people from all walks of life. We all want a good horse, and it's my job to try and find one for those people, and to see the joy on their faces when their horse wins a maiden, that's what you can't replicate. My first experience with horse racing was probably attending the Sydney Easter sales when I was 16 or 17. And I was just fascinated by the whole process, and these horses, these beautiful animals making lots of money, and who was buying them, who was selling them. On my father's advice, I moved to Queensland and did a degree in agribusiness at the Gatton University just outside of Brisbane. I failed 3 out of my first 4 subjects while I was there, so also on the advice of my dad, he suggested I should get a job. So I was lucky enough to get a job up in Toowoomba working for Oakland Stud for the Stewart family. So I worked on the farm for 3 years while I was at uni, and then from that I was lucky enough to get a junior's position at Magic Millions. I guess I always wanted to be a cowboy growing up. Family and friends weren't that excited about this idea, so I continued rodeoing, but later on, as the demands of my job in racing took over, I had to give the bronc riding up. I started out on very little money, so I asked David Chester, who was the boss at Magic Millions at the time, how I could earn a bit more money. He suggested auctioneering, so I started auctioneering as well. It was just a great way to meet everyone, to learn about how the market works, to learn about what's commercial, what's not commercial. It was like doing a second university degree. I loved the whole game of trying to pick a fast horse, and I continued auctioneering for Magic Millions, but I thought that was a good time to start Blue Sky Bloodstock, my own agency. When you start, you're begging people to use your services, and you're still learning, and like I'm still learning now. We've bought thousands of horses over the last 12 years, and some of them have been good, some of them have been slow. Starting out was tough, it was hard. In about year 2 or 3, we got the support of John Massara's Arrowfield Stud to do a colts fund, and that led to coming across Beneteau the stallion, and that got it, you know, our little company's name up in lights for a short period, and kind of put us on the map. So the people that give you the opportunities along the way, young people, it means a lot to you, and you've got to get them. The hardest thing is that 99 times out of 100 you're going to go home a loser from the race course. So you've got to be quite resilient. Alan Bell said it very well, in that racing's not a game for sooks. You needed tenacity and determination. It's shown me what's required to succeed, which is generally pretty hard. Prompt Response is my favourite horse. We've watched her go through. She's now a Group 1 winner, and she's got a load of ability, but she tries so hard. She never puts in a bad race, and I just adore her. There are so many opportunities in racing, and it's a wonderful industry. You can make good money, you can make great friends. It doesn't matter where you came from, whether you're from a racing background or not. There are loads of opportunities. I wouldn't change it for quids. It's a fabulous industry to be involved in, and we're very lucky.